making friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are in Create a Sim, and I am going to be creating a founder for a new 100 baby berry challenge. And so I'm going to show you one of my techniques I use to create like a base sim when I'm wanting a new sim, and it involves some incest, believe it or not. So I grab a couple of sims previously that I've made from the gallery and play with genetics. And in this case, I ended up making two children that I liked, and then took those two children and had them have a baby together. You know, sisters can have babies, right? But it's all in just good fun. It's not like a canon thing, like, oh, this sim came from these sims, and it's mom's sister moms, you know, that kind of thing. But anyway, I ended up settling on this cute sim here, and I did a lot of fussing with the nose. I always like to try to create unique noses, but I'm also picky about the nose, and so probably 50% of this video is me fussing with the nose. I'm exaggerating, but and then I ended up playing around with the lips there, and I used a preset that I got from a sim that I had downloaded, but I had noticed that it doesn't look as good on male sims, and so since this is going to be a 100 baby challenge, I don't want my male sims running around with weird lips, so I ended up just going with a default lip preset from EA. So I'm just about done with her face structure. I just have her eyes and eyebrows to do. And then it's time to start playing with her actual features and colors. I'm super excited because I get to use a new kind of exclusive palette that was released for the Berry Gameplay Discord that I'm a part of. It'll go public in March, I believe, is their plan. And so if you like the color that I end up making this sim in, stay tuned for that. I will put a link in the description once that palette is publicly released. So I'm almost done with the face structure, a couple more tweaks to the nose and ears, and we should be ready to move on to her coloring. Just kidding, a little more to the lips, and I think we are good. So she is going to be this really awesome kind of turquoise color. For this challenge, I'm going to be doing some jewel tones for all of the different generations, and so we're starting off with this deep turquoise, which I found there's like a turquoise sapphire that would be like perfect, but of course I was like, oh, maybe I could name her something like that, but I didn't end up liking any name variation of turquoise sapphire. Although actually, now that I'm like saying it aloud, that wouldn't be a terrible name, but I'm really proud of her name. I'll save it for the big reveal, but I like her actual name better than turquoise sapphire. So here I'm just playing with her skin details. That's one of my favorite parts of making a sim, I'm not gonna lie. I ended up making these cute little overlays. I don't feel comfortable doing like a super public release of these, but feel free to private message me on my Tumblr, which is linked in my description, and I'm happy to share these skins with you if you are interested. But I like that they just gently soften the berry skin tones, but they still layer really well with all of the other blushes and everything, all other skin details that you might add on your berry sims. So yeah, we are coming up to the end of the skin details, just adding some different shadows to her face. I really have just recently started using all these different shadows, and I'm a huge fan. I think they make such a big difference when making probably any sim, but especially berry sims. I like my berry sims to I don't know, have dimension and not just look like a bright cartoon character, even though she kind of still looks like a bright cartoon character. So now I'm just playing around with her makeup. I really like the new sliders for the makeup, because though that eyeshadow is actually an EA eyeshadow, and I just slightly adjusted the tone and I felt like it worked perfect for her eyes. And I ended up coming back to those vampy lips that I made. I'll link a video where I made them on my YouTube channel if you want to check that out, but I can't get enough of those vampy lips. So there they are. I think they look so great. So now I'm just adjusting her body shape a little bit. I definitely need to look into getting some different presets, but I like my female sims to be a little bit curvy, and I don't mind them being a little heavier, but I know she's going to be having lots of babies, so I'm sure she will get progressively heavier throughout the challenge, so I wanted to start her off a little bit smaller than maybe I initially wanted to. I come back to this beautiful grouped jumpsuit from the Paranormal pack. I love it so much, and I think the color works perfect with her. Just giving her some glasses. I see her having these glasses more as like a stylistic choice and not because she necessarily needs the lens, correction for her eyesight. But I think she looks super cute in them. And then I'm just finishing up her outfits here. I don't have access yet to the Recolor palette myself. It's very exclusive, this palette, at this point, and so I'm having to just work with what I already have, but I anticipate once I have access to the recoloring tools for this palette that I will be recoloring all the things so that they match perfectly with her colors. But honestly, there's a shade in the Noodle Sorbet Remix palette that's very similar to her color, so it's not too hard to find some clothes that look good. I'm a huge fan of those boots that came with University. I feel like I use them all the time on my Sims. So just a little bit of background for what this challenge is going to be. It's going to be a 100 berry baby challenge. So unlike the traditional 100 baby challenge, I'm going to be having 100 babies over 10 generations, where each generation has 10 babies, and it's also a perfect genetics challenge, and so they will need the skin tone color of my founder, which will be this turquoise color, and then the hair and eye color of each spouse through the successive generations. And so again, it's going to be like a jewel toned theme for the different colors of the generations. So I am super excited to show you guys the spouse that was made by a friend here on YouTube, but I will get to that in just a few minutes. Stay tuned. So here's Gemma. I ended up naming her Gemma Gemstone. I really like the alliteration of that name, and since she's going to be the founder of a 100 Baby Berry Challenge that's going to be jewel toned, I thought Gemstone was a cute last name. And I'll probably refer to her children as the 100 baby gems. So anyway, so I'm going to modify her traits just a little bit because I'm going to have them live in Evergreen Harbor, and so I want them to have, or at least her to have, a little bit of the traits that go along with that. I might change it a little bit depending. I haven't looked at her spouse yet. We're going to look at her spouse together in just a minute, but I think I'm going to go ahead and for now I'm going to make her maker. I might change her creative trait to something else. We'll see. Alright, are you ready for the big reveal? This is Star Garnet Jewel by Amber, who is Simbersanders on YouTube. You should definitely go check out her awesome channel. But she was so kind to make me this beautiful sim, Star Garnet, for my 100 Baby Challenge. So I'm super excited for that. So yeah, she is this lovely vibrant magenta color, which I think is going to look really beautiful with Gemma. So we have Gemma and Star. I think that's so cute. She is so precious. So let's check out her outfits. So it does look like she has the maker trait. She's jealous, and she's an art lover, and she has the master maker aspiration. So here is her everyday, super cute. Here is her formal, also super beautiful and cute. Her athletic, oh, that is so precious. Her sleepwear, that's adorable. Her party, super cute. I love this dress. I feel like, does she match Gemma? I can't remember what Gemma's formal outfit is now. Or her party. No. Is her formal that one? No. Okay, I must be thinking of someone else, or maybe I almost put her in that. Okay, back to her outfits. We have her swimwear. Ah, so cute. Hot weather. And cold weather. Oh, that looks so good on her. So I'm super excited to be starting this family. They look so adorable together. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and change Freakin for Recycle Disciple. I still like the idea of her in the beginning, like looking for stuff in the dumpsters, but I feel like at a certain point I'm gonna prefer for her to, you know, have a cute looking house and buy things. So we're gonna go with Recycle Disciple. And then she does have this successful lineage aspiration. So yeah, I'm super excited for these two ladies to start making lots and lots of babies. I'll have more information on the challenge and all of that when I officially start their 100 baby challenge. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this create a sim, speed build, make a sim with me. I don't know what you call it. If you liked it, maybe give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Happy simming!